We're back with a new season. Been a long time coming. Started off with a new car at Imola in the RSS F4, and today I qualified P5, I believe. So that means in the sprint race I started P6 next to Bobby for the sprint race lasting 20 minutes, reverse grid for the top 10. And I had a decent start, nothing too special, because since it's a new car, I'm still learning the best way to get off the grid. And this is the first start that we've done for the season. I do decide to take things a little bit conservative for the first set of corners, just to minimize damage, but that didn't really pay off for me because I do lose a bunch of positions to base cannon and Dante. Although in this next chicane I was able to get back on Dante and find myself in P7, so lost one position at the start, which is not ideal, but you know we just have to move on. Toltec took out Dante for me behind me, so that was really, I guess, good for me, since I no longer have to worry about who's behind me and I can just decide to look forward. In this race there were a lot of jump starts, which didn't help the other drivers, but it was nice for me. Right now there's a bit of a train forming up. The sprint race being so short and the top 10 being reversed meant that you'd feel there'd be a lot of action from that, and there certainly was. Arch took a spin, and I think Evan just had his own individual mistake through there. I'm not so sure, but I do capitalize on that and I'm able to get myself into P5, and I hold the inside for this corner. Evan decides to try to hold it outside, doesn't work. Someone spins off over there and I forgot to check who it was, but it's a good fast lap for me despite the bad start. I find myself in P4, which is a very good start. Base Cannon had a better start though. He went from P8 to P3, which is insane, or P7, I'm not too sure, but he did go up, which is really well done. But he goes side by side here with Bobby, which really slows them down, and I'm able to claw back some of the distance. Whether I'm able to catch up to Base and Bobby up in front, I'm not too sure, because it's a new car and sadly I am not as good. Base Cannon, holy shit, Base Cannon spun there. I forgot about that, but that was easy and cleared things up for me. Yeah, as I was saying, new car. I'm not good these days since I took a 2-month hiatus, so yeah, currently washed, but we'll take it as it is. Currently P3 behind Bobby on the second lap here. Marco J2 Quick, sorry, ahead, just had a little spin, which is not good, and I don't know if that caught Bobby off guard, but I made a lot of time through here and they said fuck it, bro, I want P1. So I go down the inside here, bro, hit the first chicane, give him room second chicane, and the motherfucker decides that he's not having that, bro, and he just taps me around, and that was very infuriating, because I was P1 for 2 seconds, bro. Considering I was P8 in lap 1, got up to P1, now I'm P6. It was just very disappointing, and as far as 2 laps go, that was, yeah, had a bit of everything, eh? Right now I'm P6 behind Senf, which is quite annoying, and I just have to deal with things as they come and try see what moves I can put up in front. J2 Quick catching a bit of slipstream behind me, and do I have to defend this one? I decide no, and luckily J2 Quick just wasn't close enough to mount any challenge on that, and I just trying to figure out where my pace is. I haven't really been able to do a clean laplet. A lot of fighting in front, which is helpful for me, and just trying to catch up to those guys. Senf P5 ahead, goes a bit wide, which was I don't know, an enforced error, maybe that's his line, but I was able to get him on the exit and just inch a bit closer and make myself a nuisance, and I put up this move on the inside, which at least, if not it wasn't really the best, but it slowed Sam down enough where G2 quick just became a problem and like held self back, and I was able to go up into P5, which yeah, so far success for the first 5 minutes here. We're gonna skip ahead another 4 minutes or 3 minutes. My math is off. And still the same guys in front. Aj makes a mistake fighting against Dante. And I have to throw myself onto the dirt here to make this move. Luckily Mataz is still like on track, so I guess it's legitimate. I go down his inside here, although Aj like holds his own on the outside, and I have to respect that. I give him room, although I'm able to take the inside. But over here, cause the setup I was running had 3 rear wing. This car has 4 settings, so it's like 75% rear wing, and I suspect Ash had a low one because he was able to get alongside me, and you can see past me on the inside there for turn 1. And as we're going through the chicanes, since I have more downforce, I'm able to go around his outside, although again, Ash able to just hold on, which is, you know, super fun that I was able to race someone and not someone crash, and that's how overtakes happen. Like, you know, had some good fighting with Asia, and he actually won for that first bit, but he messed up in this section, and you know, able to keep it close, do the dive bomb. Aj tries to cut back, has to lift a little bit to avoid contact, and woof, you know, just so far for like the past half a lap, it's just been so good. Aj on the inside, I decide to hold the outside, and I do a better job at this than Sam did against me, and I get past Aj for what was my favorite bit of racing for the weekend. And yeah, just super happy to go through that, and like, of course winning out is good, but yeah, just an enjoyable fight. Bobby was the driver in the yellow car behind me, and he was able to catch up slowly towards the end of the race. And in the back straight, I also catch up to Toltec ahead, and I make this mistake. I forgot that it was a sprint race and that it's shorter. So in my head I had like 30 minutes. There was only 3 minutes left of the race, and I only realized that when I let Bobby pass because he was faster than me to go catch Toltec, and I was like, oh shit, fuck, like, it's a fucking sprint race, there's 3 minutes left. Why are you letting Bobby past? You won't get him back. Because I thought I'd just get him back later, but yeah, I was just an idiot and just let Bobby past. But you know, he was fast, you know, got to admit, and he does get to Toltec, gets past him. Toltec super compromised, and I catch up. Dante made a bunch of mistakes in turn 1 and overall today, and I go up the inside of Toltec here, able to get past him, and so far so good. Really solid move. Toltec just attempt the dive bomb over here, but gets too excited. I avoid that and do the switch back on him. Back down the inside, I get a decent drive. I do have still very high wings, so I'm not able to really drive off, but so far so good. Past Toltec still for P4, which is just, you know, annoying, but we'll take it. Thankfully Bobby and Dante are fighting ahead, so I decide, let me lift and see how this plays out, because you know, I don't want any crashes, and Toltec just decides that he doesn't want me to be ahead of him and just, you know, takes me out. Try to get back on track, wheel spin out again, and just, yeah, just super annoying. Fall back to P6 for the sprint race. Top 10 reversed, but only the top 8 get points, so you know, P6 I'm like on the low end of the points. I don't really get much from this, and you know, there's still like 2 cars behind me. P7 who's Aj and P8 who's Marco, and I just have to deal with that and defend. So yeah, super annoying that like 20 seconds ago P2 was right in front of me, but right now Aj could have overtaken me for P6 if he had like one more lap, which is just, but you know, first race of the season, nobody's perfect. I have to take the P6 and, you know, be happy with it that I've scored points on the first race, given how unhappy I was with how I was driving this car initially. And yeah, P6 for the sprint race, nothing too crazy. Grand Prix next 45 minutes. So this is definitely a much more lock-in moment where you have to now focus on that consistency. Do I do better this start? I still do a clutch start, and still a lot of wheel spin in this car, a lot more than in the Tartus. And the clutch start first gear, just I don't know, maybe it just wasn't that good, or maybe everyone was doing it, but yeah, still very nervy for the first few laps and trying to avoid crashes. So super conservative, which again just doesn't pay out for me, and I just don't have the drive that the other people have. And right now I'm falling back. Of course, right now everyone is in the order they were in. So yeah, drop down to P7, although Evangelist got a bit of the gravel. And one goes down the inside, but I was able to just hold my own. And right now I think I have just one position lost to Bobby, and I think this is the first time since like last season started that I've lost positions in lap 1 through my own fault. I think it was like Tor Poznan or something, and some other Traxxas guys took me out, but this is the first time I've just been slow in lap 1. But yeah, P5 now, people crashed ahead behind Martin. I decided not to go for this overtake because these guys are just in a different league to me in terms of pace, at least for this first race, because I only got like 4 days to practice with this, and I just decided, you know what, self-conservation is the main thing. Just gonna drive my own race and, you know, just take things as they come, and a lot of things are to come. As you can see, there's a huge like kerfuffle, there's a huge group at the front who are just side by side, and at this point I'm just licking my lips. You know, anything could happen. P5 now, behind me is Base Cannon, P6, and especially now I'm just like, yeah, someone is gonna crash. I need to know who's that is gonna happen to, and apparently it was me, because Base just decided he just doesn't like my new livery, doesn't look like the back of my car, and he just hits me out of the way. Certainly wasn't happy with that, although, you know, I didn't spin, which is fine. Go down the outside of Base here, sort of an opportunistic move, trying to put him off, but to be fair, Base held his own, and right now I'm just under pressure from Evan. Miss my gear shifts because I just don't have the sound cues yet from this car, and I'm not used to things, and yeah, not so good. Evan goes down the inside. Again, I'm able to hold the outside with my more downforce package, but P6 now lost the position, which I just honestly didn't see coming from how the last lap started out. But you know, deal with things as they come. In the slipstream now, do I decide to go for the move here around the outside? I brake a little deep to try go around the outside of Base as Dante spins again in turn 1, and I'm able to get that position from Base. Maybe I should have left a bit more room, but you know, hindsight. Still in a battle though, and again around the outside of Base, just trying to hold myself. Base gets a little too excited, but Evan gets more excited than that. It just takes me out. So yeah, another spin, another crash. I've been like hit so many times during these races and taken down to P9, which is just honestly a pain. So yeah, Evan, Base, Toltec, how many drivers have I been in contact with today? How many are my fault? 0, and I'm not afraid to say that. But yeah, P9 entranced in front. Had a small chat with entranced, and yeah, we just knew that I had a couple of seconds of pace on him, so we made this a bit more smoother, and he was just able to let me pass through here, although surprisingly he had a better drive than me out of that. So we were a little bit side by side going into that left-hander before Aquamine rally, but you know, entranced again, he was good, knew the context of the race, and just lifted before that corner to let me past. And this race has points down to P12, which was good, more points up for grabs. I catch up to Evan, who was ahead, and Just tried to get into the slipstream of his to get past, which was, really easy for me. By this time I'd settled down and I really felt in the zone, and I felt like my lap times were showing that. I was very consistent within a few turns in each lap. And down the inside of Evan, do I make that move stick? Yes, although now Evan is the one behind me and he gets slipstream, so I have to be super careful and try to focus both behind and ahead of me, try to catch up to Toltec, who had a good start avoiding crashes. I did not. Evan round the outside because I had a poor exit from that chicane, but I was still able to be ahead, although he's super close now, and for sure the slipstream is very strong for him. So I protect my inside because I want to be in control of the situation, and I do maintain control of the situation, staying ahead of him. So yeah, I kept P6, tried to focus on Toltec ahead, and yeah, just try to recuperate. Is that the right word? I don't know, fix whatever happened to me, because it's definitely not been a good weekend for me. Through here, Toltec was just terrible and made that mistake, so I'm like, yeah, I'll give this guy space because he's come back on track. But no, fucking again, man, it's just yeah, I just got taken out again and drop positions again and lose time again for the up teens time. And yeah, just what can I say? I wouldn't just forces out of my control. Felt I deserved a better race than I was having, but you just deal with what you have. Dante, who really fell behind during the Grand Prix, was fighting back, and he was like a second and a half faster than me, and I decided I'm not gonna deal with that, bro. Just go. I lifted into that corner, just not wanting to deal with that. My day is terrible as it is, and P9, I'm not used to being P9, but I just have to just take that. So let Dante through because he's like faster than everyone, and as you can tell, there he is. He's just fucked off, got into Evan. Senf lets me pass here because we're on different pit strategies, and I don't think he had pit yet. So get myself up into P7 and just not able to do many more things after that, with Evan ahead in P6 lapping Aj. I don't know how Evan's race was because I found myself catching him a lot, and I was like, if I've spun this much, I don't know how everyone's races have been. But yeah, first race of the season in the new Assetto Corsa, super understeery is what I can say, especially at the exit. It's just yeah, just have to take care of not washing out in the exit of corners, because you have to be like super patient on the throttle. Many new drivers coming in, a lot of guys from Sim Racers Latam, as the server had a few hiccup over there. Super fun to race, of course. My battle with Aj was really like top of the bunch. Like, I don't think I even experienced that last season, which says a lot. So that was good to enjoy. 36 seconds behind the leader, so for sure this season I know I'm not gonna be a race winner. I'm not. For me, like, yeah, if I get a podium, I'll be very happy. That'll be a good race, but I just have to accept that I'm washed. I should retire. It's time to learn Chinese. Time to go to Saudi or something, bro. I'm cooked. I'm officially cooked, and this without even the monkey races people coming in. So yeah, P7 in this race, which I feel was hugely undeserved because I'm 30 something seconds from the leader. How much time did I lose from being taken out? I don't know, but that's race 1 at Imola. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Where's my money? Yo, look. Look right there. Your friend is trying to say hi to you. You good? Oh, shit. It might be the ops.
You're up 2-0. What's the story? Are you not happy, or you're only half happy, or?
Still to be happy about.
You're up 2-0.
Job's not finished. Job finished? I don't think so.
Okay.